we mentioned earlier, the biggest party in Hollywood is this Sunday.
We're all looking forward to the 76th Annual Golden Globe Awards.
Our pal Natalie is out in L.A., got a chance to sit down with this year's hosts, Andy Samberg and Sandra. Oh, hey. Okay, so the operative phrase is no clenching.
No clenching.
No clenching the butt.
And Natalie, I do want to say you always look gorgeous at these award shows. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing, thank you, I'm wearing a coral goddessy kind of dress. I don't even know. It's beautiful, though.
Stunning.
It's a nice color if you see me, because the NFL is also, you know, the NFC Championship Series is also on. So it'll be fun. I'll be there, though, for you guys.
And you're going to have a wrap-up of everything on the Today Show on Monday.
I will, certainly, for you guys.
All right,
Thank
thank you. Again, you can watch the Golden Globe Awards Sunday right here on NBC at 8.
Welcome back. This week, we've been trying to help you take it off today with some incredible stories of people dropping weight and turning their health around.
And this morning, we have another great one, a woman who will give hope to anyone who hasn't been able to find a diet that really works.
At her heaviest, Candace Briscoe weighed 315 pounds, but a short 10 months later, she's a new person.
Growing up, weight was always a big issue for me. Over the years and months, I lost 135 pounds, and I'm loving the new me.
All right, ready to see Candace now, 135 pounds lighter. Oh, Candace!
Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness.
Incredible.
Wow.
What does this feel like?
Incredible. It's the best I've ever felt in my life, ever. And I'm so grateful to be able to share this with everyone, because I've been small before.
To lose the weight, you step on the scale, it's 315 pounds. Is that daunting? I mean, how do you even take that first step?
It was devastating. But sometimes you have to hit rock bottom, 20 over 120s. So I actually got frightened at that point as well, you know.
So tell me, how did you take the first step? What did you do?
The first thing I did was start dieting as I knew how, which I didn't anymore. And that's what a lot of us feel when we're dieting, like, oh, I'm missing out. And it finally found a diet where I felt, wow.
I've been doing keto as well.
Okay.
Let's take a look at what you're doing. And what's interesting about it, I found one of the things I had to fight was everybody's preconceived notions about what's healthy.
Absolutely.
And what you can and can't eat.
Absolutely. So a 3 meal a day is usually what I'll start my clients at. I'm coaching now.
Oh, you're coaching
now.
now. Good for you.
I coach now, and we start with 3 meals, and we transition into intermittent fasting, what I'm sure you know a lot about. But this would be a normal meal for me. But you got to understand I'm in maintenance.
Welcome back. Grit is all about courage, and our next guest definitely has some.
She's a grandma who spent years helping others, but always felt there was something in her own life left unfinished.
So she took a big leap and recently proved it's never too late to fulfill a promise.
Because parking is hard to find, and then have an all-day regimen of being on campus. So in the laptop, I bought a pair of Jordans.
Okay.
I was able to keep up on campus as well.
Well, I think this is such a fun part of the story. Your granddaughter also went to school there and ran into you on campus, not knowing she was ever going to run into you. Megan is actually here with us in the audience. What was that like?
So my grandma is so involved in the community that I just assumed she was there to teach a class or, you know, help some students on campus. She's just really involved. And so when I saw her, you know, I said, hey, what are you up to? And she was like, oh, I'm in school now, too. And I'm like the only one getting a degree. And I just was like, whose school? Yours. Exactly.
Well, we have a little surprise for you, Bernie. You've inspired so many people about getting an education. The University of Iowa has set up a new scholarship, the Bernie Frank.
That's amazing.
It certainly was. Well, congratulations on all your hard work. And for more information on Bernie's scholarship, head to today.com. We'll be right back.
Monday,
Just wanted to look at the upside.
We have the story of one couple's journey to start a family.
After years of struggling, something very, very unexpected happened. Take a look. Good morning, Dylan.
Good morning, guys. It is going to be a rainy day for the Northeast today. And we also have a little bit of a wintry mix on the northern edge of this storm through central New York and into southern Vermont and southern New Hampshire. That will get replaced by rain. But in the meantime, for this morning, we do have some winter weather advisories for a few folks in that area. So this whole storm system comes in with some warm temperatures. So once we transition over to rain, where it is a little icy right now, it will stay as rain. It exits by the time we go into late today and overnight, and then just some lake effect snow will kick in as we go into tomorrow, but winds will become very gusty. So we could see some delays up and down the East Coast today at the airports through Boston into New York City, even Washington, D.C. Again, because of the combination of areas of heavier rain and some gusty winds up to about 20 to 30 miles per hour. We are looking for most of our rain to fall across southeastern Massachusetts and the southern Rhode Island, too. Those areas could pick up about 1.5 inches of rain. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window. And that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Dylan. Still to come, the latest on the news. Let's get another check of weather now from Dylan.
Good morning again, guys. We are watching a series of storms approaching the West Coast. We've had a bit of a break, but we are going to see rain move into the coastal areas from Washington through Oregon and down into northern California. This will move inland and produce a lot of snow, especially for the mountains as we go into tonight and into tomorrow, too. So we are going to see this storm system continue to produce across northern California. That could lead to the potential for mudslides and some brief flooding. As for snow, we are going to see significant snowfall in the highest elevations, perhaps up to 24 inches of snow, 2 feet of snow across parts of the higher elevations back through California, and then eventually up to about 1 foot of snow possible in the Rockies. This will develop into the next storm system that will move through the Midwest per areas in the northern parts of the upper Midwest. And also, by the time we get into Monday, this could lead to the potential for some snowfall across New England as well. So that is something we certainly will keep an eye on as that storm develops. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
News, St. Louis. I was just going to say, Raja, my only advice to you is don't comment on the lady elephant.
There you go.
That's your issue.
Learn something every day. How about that?
500 pounds.
Wow. Good stuff. All right, coming up, if you have some resolutions as well, stick around. We have the newest fitness trends that'll help you get into shape this year. We're back after this.
You're not alone.
Yes, but there's an unlikely group that's joined the weight loss movement, elephants.
NBC's Ron Mott traveled to St. Louis for a slightly different Battle of the Bulge.
Okay, so they're a little thick around the rump and
Until Valentine's Day.
Wait, what was it?
Wait, peak dating season runs until Valentine's. Then you're out of. Then it's
Then you're out of luck.
then wait till next year.
Then it's all down.
Just in time for the flu to go away. Both of them peak at the same time. You know, I did this roundtable for another show a couple weeks ago, and the only thing with these millennials and the dating, they have this checklist, and it was like, I think sometimes you should just take away all of your bullet points and just, do you know what I mean?
Just kind of let things happen.
I think so. But what do I know? Goodness, good luck. Tomorrow is your day.
Pressure is on. How about some pop star?
Okay, switching gears to pop star, and first up, Britney Spears was supposed to debut in February. Moving on to Coachella, the 2019 lineup has been announced, and while there are plenty of surprises, perhaps the biggest one,
No doubt.
It is breezy and rainy, a great crowd. Certainly not keeping you away this morning. Happy New Year.
She looked back at us and said, "We're freezing." We have a lot to get to in this half an hour, including everything you need to know to help you get this new year started off right. Your fashion must-have. Check the weather for us. What's it looking like? I think we can see the answer.
Thanks for leaving me. You know exactly how it's looking out here. We've got a nice crowd on the plaza. I just want to make sure, because they have all been standing out in the rain, that everyone gets their chance to be on TV. Even this little guy, who is his name is Baxter, and he has an Instagram, and he lives downtown. He is beautiful. I love him. We've got it all out here, including the animals. All right, let's take a look at what's going on after this storm system moves away. That's a look at the weather across the country. Now here's a peek out your window.
Look at the camera lens all covered in raindrops. I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Erica Groh. Well, I said I hope that Dylan had the umbrella handy, and she clearly did, because on Live Storm Tracker 4, you can see those showers moving into the city, and there are
Meteorologist Dreyer now. Dylan, what's the situation right now across the country?
The storm is still massive, and we do still have a snowy side, and that is just to the north and west of Minneapolis. This is an area where the snow has been accumulating up to about 6 to 12 inches, and it's been blowing around, too, so that's reduced visibility. On the southern side of this storm, we have had a line of severe storms slowly moving from west to east today. We do still have tornado watches in effect, and you can see by the reds and oranges and yellows just how intense this rainfall is. This will slowly move eastward through the night. Tomorrow morning across the mid-Atlantic and up across the Northeast, we're looking for that heavy rain, mainly in the morning. We will see improvements in the afternoon. Across the Southeast, that line of severe storms will move in late in the afternoon and then continue to produce that severe weather threat. Now, we are looking for about 3 to 4 inches of rain. If you're traveling tomorrow, it is going to be a very slow go all up and down the East Coast. Along 95, the roads will be slow going, and we'll likely see significant airport delays, especially in the morning, and then residual delays through the afternoon, Kate.
All right, Dylan, thank you. Tonight,